Hi Virgos, it's Nick and Nala. Hope you guys are doing good. For all my Virgos, Sun, Rising, Venus, men and women, we're now covering your weekly for September 12th to the 18th, as you can see below. And happy birthday to all of you. Let me know in the comments if it's your birthday this week or if it already passed or if it's still coming up. Happy birthday. Hope you get to celebrate and have some fun. All right, so what's going on with this week astrologically in the sky? Well, first off, we got to mention that there's a lot of planets in retrograde right now, mainly the outer planets like Jupiter, Pluto, Neptune, even the asteroid Chiron. But remember, we also have Mercury that just went retrograde as well. So a lot of confusion in the sky right now. And not to mention this week specifically, there's a lot of oppositions happening. So this may be kind of like a weirdish week. And we also have a grand Earth trine, right, with Sun in Virgo, you guys, Pluto in Capricorn, and Uranus in Taurus. So it's like life feels kind of serious right now. Life feels very real. Like we got to be like practical and logical and get our life together. So on the 16th this week, we have the Sun in Virgo opposing Neptune in Pisces. And remember, Neptune's in retrograde right now. So it kind of feels like our reality is at odds with our dreams. And it may kind of feel like we got to be more serious right now. We got to be more practical and logical and put our dreams to the side. But it's just a phase, it's just a transition we're going through right now. It'll pass, but we may kind of feel like we have to be more like, ruthless or be more practical, logical, and put away our creativity, imagination, illusion at this time. But it's just going to feel like that temporarily. Then on the 18th, we have Mercury, that's also in retrograde in Libra, opposing Jupiter, that's also in retrograde in Aries. So again, another opposition, more confusion, because Mercury is our thoughts, how we communicate, how we think, speak, and it's in Libra. We want to relate, we want to make sense, and speak with others and nurture our relationships and be relatable. But it's in retrograde, so we're even confused about that. We're having trouble understanding each other. We're having trouble relating our thoughts and communication. And on top of that, it's opposing Jupiter, that's in retrograde in Aries. So it's like what we're thinking and communicating is at odds with what Jupiter is showing us from our past experiences, which are showing us that we got to do things solo. We got to depend on ourselves and not rely on others so much. Whereas Libra is like the relationship sign. We're working together, talking with others. But Jupiter's like, no, you got to do things on your own. You got to focus on you. So how we think and how we're communicating is like opposite of what our experiences are showing us right now. So we're like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. It just feels really conflicting. So if you feel a little bit confused this week, just know that it may not be entirely your fault, but it'll pass. But it just feels kind of like a weird energy, weird time with the world and everything going on. So just be kind to yourself, be easy on yourself. We're all kind of like just trying our best right now. Okay, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram or TikTok, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. Everything always linked below. Excuse me. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. Start with health, work, and then love. So my beautiful Virgos, when it comes to your health, it feels like this week, maybe you're not hydrating yourself enough. You may not be drinking enough water, enough fluids possibly, and it feels like you may have too much of something. You may have too much of one thing, and so because you have too much of it, or you're plentiful, you're kind of taking it for granted, or you're not really taking advantage of what you have in front of you. Like maybe you have a lot of great health benefits at work, or you have a lot of great foods in your kitchen and your fridge and your pantry, but you're not taking advantage of it. You're not eating it. You're not using it. Instead, you're getting all the other stuff that maybe is not that good for you. You have like, really good healthy vegetables or water, fruits and stuff, and you're like, you're kind of letting it go bad, or you're not taking full advantage of it. So I feel like this is a week where you are kind of feeling kind of maybe in like a rut, or you're just not feeling things, and you're a lot luckier than you think. And sometimes we forget that, because if we see so much of something that we have, we kind of take it for granted and think that, oh, it's always going to be like that, or like, oh, everyone has this. No, not everyone does. You're a lot more blessed than you think. And I just really feel like you need to hydrate yourself a little bit more, take better care of yourself, and use the things that you have already in front of you and don't take it for granted. Use it up. Okay, because sometimes, I'm sure that happens to all of us, where we end up going to a grocery store and buying more things than we actually need and not using the stuff that we already have at home. So this could be the week where you can start to eat up the stuff that you already have, and then go to the grocery store once you've already, kind of got rid of all that stuff, so you don't waste food or waste things. All right, not saying that you are, but just as an example. All right, so when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, it feels like in this area of life, there could be some kind of like big announcement, presentation, news that comes through email, phone call, meeting, Zoom, word of mouth, or face-to-face, but there could be some kind of like big presentation or big news that comes your way that's kind of like starting this week or effective next week, and it kind of applies to, or is going to affect almost like everybody, or basically everybody. But I feel like this is kind of big major news that's coming your way. It could maybe have to do with your bank, or like at work, or at school, or something with your finances, but I don't really think it's either like good or bad. It's just kind of like an announcement or something that's taking place, or something that's going to be put in place very soon that you're going to become aware of. And from then on, that's going to help you decide what you need to do, or if you need to pivot, or if you need to stay consistent, or if you need to like find a different game plan. But there's some kind of big news, presentation, or announcement that's coming your way, or you're going to be aware of sometime this week, and you're going to know what to do afterwards. Be like, okay, now that I have that information, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to stick by what I'm doing. Okay, and I don't feel like it's either good or bad. It's just kind of like there, it's just an announcement. Okay, all right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side we have the 7 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. All right, and then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. We first have the High Priestess, the 6 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so as far as who you could be dealing with, definitely could be a Pisces, another water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, maybe also Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Doesn't have to be though. Could be any sign like I always say to you guys. Could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time, or maybe be like a mixed match of one of those. Could also be maybe Sagittarius. Okay, but doesn't have to be, like I always say. I feel like this week, basically the spotlight is on you. Like, you guys are the stars. It is your season. The spotlight is on you, and you're getting a lot of attention, or you may be getting a lot more attention than usual. But someone here, I feel like, could be like a secret crush, or someone that has been liking you, or maybe was not expressing their feelings, and so you were kind of confused. Does this person like me? Do they not like me? I'm not sure. And you were kind of thrown off by their energy. You just didn't know. You couldn't read into them. Maybe they're a little bit of a mystery, or you're just, I don't know, I can't read them. They're kind of hard to read. But this person was studying you, has been observing you, maybe checking out your social media accounts, or been watching your moves, just kind of from the sidelines, from the bench, from the back, and has been studying you and trying to figure you out a little bit more before they actually make their move, or say something, or express themselves, or open their heart out to you. Their first, middle, or last name could start with a B as in boy, or J as in jam. There is a sense of mystery around this person. They can be highly intuitive, psychic, maybe more introverted, quiet, not really someone who's loud or talkative. They're more private into themselves. I also feel like maybe you already know them. Maybe you've known them from before. You went to school together, or you were your neighbors, or you grew up together, or maybe this is your ex, someone you dated before, and now they're kind of coming back into your life, or you're reconnecting, or you've never met them before, but it's like they have a secret crush on you, or they've been liking you, they just didn't say it, they didn't make it so obvious, so you weren't sure. You're like, I don't know, they kind of give you mixed signals. Okay, but you are going to be, or they're going to be at the right place at the right time, and they're going to be feeling really, really lucky and want to improve your life, or want to share some of that luck with you. So I feel like you're going to be receiving a sweet, loving message, or a surprise sweet message from this person. So this can be someone you already know already, or you don't know them, or you guys could have already been dating before. But you start off the week, maybe you were feeling kind of confused, conflicted, and you're like, I don't really know what's going on. I'm not sure. I don't want to make any assumptions or assume. You could be also just kind of a lot of things going on in your life. So maybe you got a lot of parties, obligations, school, work, things going on, family, friends. And so you're like, I don't really know. I'm not sure. But they weren't making it very obvious to you. But they've had their eye on you, Virgo. They've been like, like an owl, checking you out and seeing how you move, what you do, if they feel like they can trust you, stuff like that, like eyeing you out, okay? And it seems like you are someone who's really independent, self-sufficient. You've been working on yourself. You're confident. This is like, you're like, this is my season. I'm feeling good. And you seem to be someone who, like, you've been single for a while, or you've been taking care of yourself and you're waiting for the right moment, the right time, but you're not in a rush, you're not in a hurry. You want love, but you're not like desperate for it, okay? But by the end of the week, it seems like you're receiving a message, a really sweet message from this person who maybe has a secret crush on you, or maybe you kind of knew liked you, but you weren't really sure because they weren't making it that obvious. Or maybe you are the one that's sending them a message, but I feel like they may be sending you a message, maybe saying happy birthday, or saying you look nice, or wanting to take you out, or asking you on a date. And they just end up being at the right place, the right time, or you guys end up being the right place, the right time. Nala confirms that. And they bring some luck into your life, and good karma is coming into your life through them. So I feel like if you guys were together before, it was at the wrong place, the wrong time, and now things are turning in your favor, or now is going to be the right place, the right time. Okay, and I feel like this is someone, like, they're wanting to reconnect with you, or want to establish more an emotional bond, emotional connection with you, and they seem to want to bring some good surprise, or bring some kind of luck and fortune into your life. Maybe they're going to take you out to a nice dinner, or buy you something nice, but it feels like they may try to plan or do something special for you. So that's why I think I was saying that, like, just feels like all the attention, all the spotlight is on you, especially this person. If you ever, like, have you ever felt like someone was like watching you, or like staring at you, but you couldn't, like, you know, you didn't want to like look? Yeah, you may kind of feel that way this week, not like physically, but you can just feel that kind of energy, like someone's been like looking at you or staring at you, and it's because this person has had their eye on you, but wasn't making it so obvious that they liked you. Okay, all right, so we're gonna continue on and extend it to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. All right, so we'll continue on and extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care. Bye.